My name's Alex. I'm 26. I have lived in Dayton all my life. I was born and raised here. I started doing drugs at a very young age, 13 to be exact. I had a somewhat normal childhood to an extent. Kind of did what we wanted to do. Started using drugs at a young age. I have lost friends, family members, a lot of stuff. Myself, most importantly. It's been trying. The first time I tried to get clean was in 2015. I went to treatment twice. Been to treatment 2016, 2017. Last time I was at treatment was in 2018. November 14th is when I went in. I got out December 21st. I've been at Good Shepard for almost 8 months now. It has changed my life. It's a great place. It keeps us accountable. I go to meetings, I work steps. Let's see. For me, drug-wise, it didn't matter. Alcohol. A drug's a drug. Marijuana. Done just about anything you can think. I've overdosed a few times and came back to. I wanted to get clean, though, because I was doing the same thing over and over, day in and day out, drinking, using. I didn't think I was going to live very long. The way I was going, I'm surprised I made it to the age 20. And I'm 26 now. But, I've lost my dad as a result of drugs. I've lost friends. It's been very hard since I've got clean. I'll have 9 months in about 8 or so days. I've buried my grandfather. It's been trying. The ministry has helped out a lot as far as being here and just staying on the right path. Sean does what he can for us. There's a lot of us here. There's probably about 20 something guys altogether, so it can get a little chaotic from day to day, but we do a lot of service work in the community. It's a great place. There's structure, which is nice, because some places there ain't structure, and me, myself, I needed that. I've always done whatever I've wanted to do, and here, can't do that. There's limits, there's rules to what we can do and what we can't do. It's a great thing. Childhood-wise, I played in the woods. Using at a young age. It was 13. From that time till the time I was 25, I've done nothing but use, drink, smoke. Led to harder drugs eventually. Led to IV drug use, which in its own self is a whole nother ball game. I've tried maintenance before. I've tried Suboxone, Vivitrol. I've tried almost everything you can to get clean, and none of it's worked for me. Working a program, the steps, talking to my sponsor, and staying here is what's helped me through all these times. It's a great thing. Treatment centers are great. Sober living's great. It's just everyone's rock bottom's different. When you know you're done, you'll hopefully get help, but the way the drugs are now, they put fentanyl in everything. There's carfentanil. There's arc-fentanyl, which is like whale tranquilizer, which is pretty rough. But there's nothing today that me drinking or using would make any better in the least bit. There just ain't. I don't plan on staying here forever. I'd like to get my life together eventually and maybe move out of state or something, hopefully. But for right now, I'm stuck here in Dayton, which ain't too bad. It is what you make it. It's been a ride. It has. I've never been to jail, luckily, but I have been to treatment many times. I've been homeless. My family's still there, which is the main thing. Being here for one another. We're usually here for each other because we have to live together for the most part, and not everyone's going to get along, but it's a great group of guys. We're all here for each other. I just don't want to use anymore. It's been too long of my life. I've had one actual job in the time I've been 18, and everything else has just been under the table or doing whatever I can to get by. I mean, as the next person would say, or the people before me have said, I've been a liar, I've been a cheater, I've stolen, I've did whatever it took to fuel my addiction, and I don't want to live like that no more. It took me a long time to realize normal people don't wake up at 9 a.m. in the morning and want to start drinking and be drunk by noon. So a lot of times I don't remember because of drinking and eating Xanaxes, and it's a bad combination, but once you black out and forget a lot of things, I think it was my 18th birthday one time. I had a bunch of Klonopins and I'd been drinking. Well, I went to use the restroom, and just from being so messed up, the next thing I know, I'm sitting on the edge of the bathtub and I busted my head open. I should be dead by now. I do believe in a higher power, God, whatever way you want to take it. There's a reason I'm still here. I don't know why that reason is. I mean, I didn't graduate high school. I've not done a whole lot with my life. The only good thing I've really done was decide to get clean, and I'm just trying to help the next person. I'm just trying to do whatever I can to stay humble and do the next right thing, because it's been bad a few times. Most of my family's up here, but my mom lives in Florida. My dad's been dead for 20 years. I got a cousin that's in prison for doing 45 to life. He'll probably never get out. I got brothers and sisters, but I'll just pick and choose where I go nowadays, because I know me. I'll fall back into the old same things I've done before, and I can't afford that. I've put a lot of time and work into getting where I'm at today. And with almost 9 months clean, I was sober in 2017 for 6 months, but my decisions got the best of me, and I wasted that opportunity, and it took me about 2 years to get back here to do the right thing. And the one thing I was able to do was bury my grandfather with me being sober, which I've just been using and not dealing with a lot of things. It was my way to cope with everything, which wasn't the right way to cope with stuff. Since I've got sober, I find different ways of coping with situations, rather of it being mad or just depressed, because a lot of time drug addiction and mental illness kind of goes hand in hand with being depressed or bipolar. Whatever way you want to look at it. It's took me a long time to deal with them things, because me and my dad got killed when I was about 4.5, 5 years old. So growing up as a teenager, I didn't understand a lot of stuff. I spent a lot of my time mad, upset. And I mean, I understand now why, that I'm older and I've been through some of the stuff, and I do believe everything happens for a reason, though. It's unfortunate to say that, because I know being here in Dayton, Ohio, we just had the Oregon District incident, which is a horrible thing. It really is. And some people are a lot sicker than others. It's still no reason to do what he had done, which, I mean, that's literally not very far from where we're at. Luckily, none of us were there, and the people that were there, the ones that lost their lives, it's very unfortunate. I feel for their families, and yeah, my life's been a roller coaster, up, down, depression, being on meds, being off of meds. But nowadays, I don't take anything. I might take some ibuprofen for a headache every now and then, but just trying to do the right thing, keep on with my life, help the next person as much as I can, stay here and help the ministry, which has been a blessing. It's been around for quite a while, and Sean's running the program really good, and it's just going to keep getting better.